So I wanted to give you an update on how things are going with my painting slash wall sculpture of an ash burn pile. I have been working on this painting for about a week now. So if you missed parts 1 and 2, I talk about what products and what techniques I'm using to create this piece of art. But so I wanted to show you the results now that I have it all applied to the canvas, and it's curing. Hopefully it'll be done and I can start actually painting on it on Monday. So I used shredded paper and modeling paste and made like a goo, a glop of kind of like clay that I could sculpt and form onto the canvas. And then I used cardboard pieces. And then I also used a combination of animal paper bedding mixed with the modeling paste and sometimes Mod Podge to get the look of the ashes. So let's get to it. I'll show you how things are turning out. So now here are all of these different textures applied to the canvas, and I'm waiting for them to cure so I can start painting. You can really see now the pieces of cardboard and the shredded paper and the animal bedding and the different ways that I use them. Now, I'm not going to lie, this is a very heavy sculpture. I haven't weighed it yet, but it is definitely a lot heavier than just a normal canvas. So if you're starting this corner, these were pieces of cardboard that I cut and glued together and secured to the canvas. And then I painted them with that core cold pressed ground substrate. And then this is a dowel rod that I've painted. And you can see here the texture of the ashes have turned out really great. I'm going to give you a side view and you can see actually just how tall they are. I would say it's a good 2 to 3 inches in places off the canvas. This is that combination of paper bedding and the modeling paste and the Mod Podge. You can really see like how great it turned out. This is cardboard. This is that paper, shredded paper with the Mod Podge, and I was able to form it. And then you guys saw me in the last video actually sculpting this. It didn't take very much time at all, and then now I'll be able to start painting. So yeah, then so once I start painting, it'll really come to life. I've used pieces, something I didn't talk about before. These little pieces here that are going to become burnt leaves. They are pieces of poured latex, and I'll be painting them to look like leaves. So here you can see a little bit better. I'm going to paint them to look like burnt leaves. So yeah, I wanted to show you how things were shaping up, and you know, that way you'll be able to understand once I paint how it started out. So now, over the course of a couple of days, I started adding paint to all the different textures. So here I'm working on this ink bottle jar, adding, you know, the shadows and the highlights. It was a lot of fun adding the texture to the bedding and the, you know, make it look like ash and how some places it turns white. And then you know, in certain places where there were chemicals from the different items that were being burned, the ashes would turn yellow or an ochre color, or the leaves would turn, you know, this rusty brown and red. And then also the metal, whenever it would burn, it would turn all these gorgeous colors, purples and reds and yellows and greens, and so it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and you know, it's definitely something I think I'll try again, making another textured painting. So here's the finished product. It took me about 2 weeks, all said and done, and I wanted you to be able to see it all together, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm going to show you some of the details now. These are the paint can lids that I made from cardboard, and then it's a dowel rod that I painted and buried in the quote-unquote ashes. And then the glass bottle, like I said, I used the combination of shredded paper with Mod Podge and modeling paste. And then this here you can see how the mason jar lid is sitting nestled nicely into the ashes. I used a cardboard to make a metal can lid, and another piece of cardboard to make what I think is a soda, plastic top for a container. And then there you can see how I was painting on the ink bottle jar, how it turned out. And I really love just the pieces of poured latex, how they turned out looking like burnt paper and leaves. And all in all, I'm just really, really happy with the results. All right. So I hope you guys have enjoyed these last 3 videos, going along with me, showing from the very beginning with the naked canvas, and all I had was it sketched out, and now the finished piece with lots of texture, lots of different ways of making texture that I had never actually tried out before. And I'm really happy with my experiments. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. So I hope you guys enjoyed these. I don't know when I plan on making more videos, but I'm sure it'll happen again at some point. So thank you again for watching, and hope that you enjoy this great weather. All right, bye.